9.1 adjacent and vertical angles.
I can
Find and evaluate adjacent and vertical angles.
So our main focus is on adjacent and vertical angles. Cooper, iPad down. Izzy, iPad down. On your desk. Down. Riley, iPad down. Do you guys understand what iPad down means? Yeah. Down. All the way down. All the way down. All right, acute angles. They're not just pretty angles. They're also angles that are less than
90 degrees.
Right angles are how much?
90 degrees.
In order for you to know you have a right angle, do you need this symbol?
Yes.
Obtuse angles are?
Greater than 90 degrees.
They're greater than 90 degrees. Straight angles are what?
180 degrees.
A straight angle is a straight line, yes, no?
Yes.
Oftentimes a straight angle is symbolized with a half circle. What's the measurement of a half circle in degrees?
180 degrees.
180 degrees. Excellent. Adjacent angles are two angles that share a side. An example of adjacent angles would be angle 1 and angle 2. Do angle 1 and angle 2 share a side?
Yes.
Yes. Angle 1 and angle 2 share that side right there. Yes, no?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, are there more than adjacent angles in this figure?
Yeah.
Yes, we just referenced a set. Vertical angles. Two angles that are opposite one another and formed by what?
Intersecting lines.
So an intersecting line would be two lines that crisscross one another. Make sense?
Yes.
So we said that vertical angles are opposite one another created by intersecting lines. We also know that vertical angles like 3 and 1, which are opposite each other, they are what?
Equal.
They are,
Equal.
or we also call it congruent, right? So if 1 and 3 are equal, what are 2 and 4?
Equal.
Excellent. Congruent angles with the exact same measurement. And then angle, vertex, and sides, we talked about them down here. This is our angle. Where two lines come together, that is the,
Vertex.
and then this and this are the,
Sides.
excellent. How do you name an angle? Someone tell me how do you name an angle? Maya.
So for AFP, like the vertex always has to be in the middle of it.
Okay, so she's using this as an example, AFB. The middle letter is going to always be the vertex, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so real quick, you guys, if I have angle EFC, what's the vertex? Is there such thing up here as angle ECB?
No.
Because ECB does not follow any of the lines, right? Cool. Alrighty. Moving on down. What does this symbol mean?
Congruent.
What's congruent mean?
Equal.
This is where it gets fun. Measuring angles. So what I told you was this. I told you that this angle right here was,
45 degrees.
you automatically know that this angle is what?
45 degrees.
Because of why?
Congruent.
They're congruent, but why are they congruent?
Vertical.
They're vertical, right? Because they're formed by two lines that intersect. Riley, your eyes are up here. Okay, now here's where it got fun. If this one's 45, and if this one's 45, we know that angle X and angle B are vertical, right? So they have to be equal, right? So one way of looking at this is this entire thing is 360, yes, no?
Yes.
So you can take 360, subtract what we know, 45, subtract what we know, 45, and what do you have left over? 270. So then the last two angles, angle X and angle B, would just be that 270 split in half, yes, no?
Yes.
The other way of looking at it, and I'm going to go down to a new problem here, is a problem like number 13. So you could have just looked at half of that figure above. In this case, we have the straight line, and I told you this is 85 degrees, right?
Yeah.
So if this straight line measures what?
180 degrees.
What does this have to be then?
95.
Because of
180 minus 5.
180 minus 85. Okay, I'm going to go back up here really quick. Okay, so I'm going to just take this and I'm going to redraw it because it's getting really ugly, right?
Yeah.
So I said this is 45. Yes, no?
Yes.
If I need to know what this angle is right here, don't I know that this is just a straight line?
Yes.
So if this is 45 degrees of the straight line, I would just take 180 and subtract this 45. Yes, no?
Yes.
Questions?